Okay, guys, this is your daily price action forecast for January the 16th, 2013. And just a quick review of the past day's price action. We did get the short on the euro and the euro yen, and a couple longs in there as well. But all in all, we came back to the level we were expecting, and we've got the new daily candle now. It's 7-Eleven in Tokyo, and we're going to start off with the dollar index today. And let's move that to the daily chart. And we pretty much hit the level here. Actually, we went up to, I think, 79.87. And 79.80 was pretty much the target, with the intent of the euro hitting 32.60 to 32.80. And that happened in the afternoon of the New York session. So we had a good London session, a little bit slow to get going in New York. And then after 11 a.m., things started picking up with the continuation trades. So let's look at this dollar index, and we see here that we're between two levels now, and I'm really expecting this to come down and really make no attempt to break either the low here and possibly the high here either. So I'm thinking Wednesday it could be consolidation type situation. We're gonna have to really check out the charts, but any break to the north side then will be a continuation that we're going to attempt, at least, on the Euro USD. So anything over 79.90, get into the 80 range, and the euro should really start to head down and give us even a deeper retracement than we've already seen of the current up move on that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the euro. And we see here the euro. I've had a little bit of a red zone in here. We've got the new daily candle that's just opened up pretty much. And we really did hit off support nice, and it really did come down to the target that we were expecting ultimately. And spiked down there and really came back up. We're above 133 right now, but let's look at the 4-hour chart. You see I've got this new red zone in here, so I think possibly could come up here at this point and then see another short to the downside. So looking for that to continue. I think there will be more buyers down here around this 32.60 to 80 level. So as really high as possible to short that is optimal. Now depending on where we're at when we get towards the London session, the closer we get to 33.50, the better I feel about taking this short. So I really like to see a retracement now. I think 33.30 is going to be the first attempt at shorts, which sort of matches this EMA we've got on the screen here. There's 5 EMA, but nevertheless, I think that price action level will be the first attempts. And if you're around the charts there, you might be looking for an entry to go short. But I think we might come back up and then get a retest of that 33.40 to 33.50 level for the continued short on the euro. So as far as a buy situation, really, if you were able to stab down here, you'd have been pretty quick. But looking at your shorter term charts, that was more of a target area on the short than it was really to look for the buy today on it. But if you're really a buyer, then you're going to want to come down here, fib off of this wick candle of this last 4-hour, and look for a more optimal entry. But I got to tell you, at this point, 32.80 is your best bet, and anything below that, I start to get more bearish on this. So looking for the short on this. If you're a bull, then possibly you're already in, but 33.30 and then 33.50 to 55 looking like the choice areas to continue the short on the Euro USD. All right. Quick look at the pound here. We're not going to take a real scope of this, but it bounced around between these two levels, but really didn't do much of anything. And there was a lack of correlation between the pound and the euro with the dollar because of the euro pound. And you see the euro pound, it really had some top action and finally came back, and it's starting to make a little more sense now, 82.80. So I think we may tighten up a little bit on the correlation, and possibly we'll see this head up and get a short opportunity on the pound to go along with this. But I think the more opportune entry is going to be on the euro. So, and a quick look at the Aussie as well. Price action the last 2 days here. We've got another daily price action candle right along this trend line. as you saw today with the euro odd, around the beginning of the New York session I was talking about, price was right in here looking like, well, if it closed for the day, it would be a doji. So the Australian dollar had more strength, held up a lot better against the US dollar, as you can see here on the chart, and ended up not being as great a trade. So that was pretty indicative looking at that chart with the euro odd, and was able to keep out of a trade that really wasn't worth getting involved in. Moving over to the euro yen, this is really a pretty good trade off the short, and then a couple longs in there as well. At the beginning of the London session, and then at the beginning of the New York session, there was 2 longs as well, back to short again. So this ended up being a pretty massive day coming back to the green zone, and the long inside the green zone here was pretty nice. And at this point, I think we could head back up, and we're going to have to look around 118.80 to 119.20 for the short on this. So take a quick peek at the 4-hour. You can see, 4-hour here, suggesting price wants to come back up, and I think shorters are going to be waiting right around this level here to take this down again. So we'll be looking at the short again on this, and if you're a bull, then you're in the green zone here. You've got rights to continue the long. It was better at 117.80, of course, but you've got rights to try to take this long in the Asian session if you're available around the charts and taking a look at the hourly closes, and see where price action is. And taking a look at the oil chart, the best entry on the long was actually pre-NYMEX open, so it was about 8 to 9 o'clock a.m. And that continued up. Let's look at the 4-hour on that. And it was about right here, and came up, and immediately then went short. So the thing about this is I'm still bullish, and I'm still expecting an update tomorrow. So we're back here at 93.40. This whole 93.20 to 93.50 area is pretty significant, and I'm watching price action right around here. And I think we may head up a little bit earlier than New York tomorrow. So there could be possibly an entry involved on that. But looking at the hourly chart, you can see there's some patterns forming here. So trying to pick off of this level might be an option for you if you're trading the Asian session and trying to take this up. But I think we are going to get another stab at this, and hopefully be able to get it long on this for tomorrow. But admittedly on the daily, we're going to get the new daily candle on this at the open of the next hour. But it's going to be red, and I think there's opportunity to go short as well. So we've got the buy zone and the sell zone here, and they're pretty far apart. But I think it's more of just watching price action and time of day, and we should get another long entry though on that before the short entry on the crude oil. So taking a look at gold, and talked about possibly a 4-hour short on this, and that was right here, and that never really panned out. Price did go down a few times, so it was about 40 pips on each fall, but didn't really get going on the short. But I got to tell you, with today, I'm looking for this to come back at this point, at least to about this level, and that's going to be about 1674, and make a decision what we're going to do at that point. We might have an opportunity to get in on a New York bread trade for an intraday trade, but at this point, the daily still does not look ready to take off to the upside. I think we've still got to deal with the short area we're in right now with the red zone here. So, and I think that'll be it. That should cover you for January the 16th, 2013. I'll see you guys in London.